So with Berra and Kingston suspended and Craig Gordon poised to move south, it is a much changed Hearts side. Both of the new Lithuanians start. Beniusis and Ksanovičius given their chance for the departure of Velička. Christos Karapidis partners Zaliukas in the absence of Berra, while Michael Stewart faces the club whom he left in the summer. Robbie Nielsen's the new captain on his first appearance since January, and of course Steve Banks plays in goal.
Very interested to see how Banks plays tonight, but he is a steady Eddie. Also, the return of Michael Stewart, an important player. If Hearts are going to play well tonight, he's going to make them tick.
Hibs have three debutants in the starting lineup: Yves Makabu-Makalambe, Brian Kerr and Clayton Donaldson, while Kevin McCann inherits both Stephen Whittaker's right-back role and his number 2 shirt. There are 4 other new signings on the bench, including Alan O'Brien, who sufficiently recovered from an ankle injury. Rob Jones, who scored the winner against Hearts in the CIS Cup quarter-final last season, makes his 50th appearance for the club.
Seemed to be all about the goalkeepers in the Edinburgh derbies last season. Hibs give a debut to Makalambe, and we'll be quite interested to see how he gets on tonight. And Brian Kerr comes in for his first game for Hibs, and let's see what sort of replacement he is for Michael Stewart.
Well, the atmosphere has been building here at Tynecastle, as you would expect, over the last couple of hours. Always a fixture that's an intriguing one, but this one even more intriguing than usual. Certainly those that have made the journey across town fancy their chances today. There is Robbie Nielsen, one of the most experienced players in this Hearts side now. Nielsen played best part of 200 games for Hearts, certainly the longest serving player at the club. Back in the side after the knee injury, and he and Rob Jones lead their 2 sides out for the beginning of the 2007-2008 Clydesdale Bank Scottish Premier League season. Michael Stewart played in 7 Edinburgh derbies for Hibs, but this is his first for Hearts. His first game of his second spell at the club, coming some 2.5 years after he last played for them. John Collins knows a little bit about playing in the midfield in Edinburgh derbies, although not with a great deal of success. Only 2 wins in 14 Edinburgh derbies as a player. He did win his first Edinburgh derby as a boss, but he's lost the last 3. Stewart today comes up against his replacement in the Hibs midfield, Brian Kerr. He's never been on the winning side against Hearts in his previous matches with Motherwell. Stevie Frail's future is a lot more certain than it was this time last week. Handshake between the Scotsman and John Collins. Frail, as always, the man barking the instructions from the Hearts dugout. Yves Makabu-Makalambe, the giant Belgian, is picking the intense Derby Day atmosphere for the first senior club game of his career. It is a fixture that has been known to tarnish reputations of Hibs keepers in the past. At the other end, Stevie Banks, who's always proved to be a more than able deputy for Craig Gordon. Gordon's played in the last 16 Edinburgh derbies, but Banks features tonight in only his 10th senior game for the club. Well, it's 10 years since Hearts have won 4 consecutive Edinburgh derbies. That, though, is the landmark in sight tonight as the 2007-2008 season kicks off in the capital. Can they put the imminent departure of Craig Gordon out of their minds? Several of the personnel may be new. The passion and intensity are the same. The 102nd Edinburgh derby since the inception of the SPL. What a mouth-watering start to the new campaign. And Hibs underway, and Makalambe already tested after a fashion. I'm happy to see that cheeky effort sail over his bar in the early stages. Would have been just about the quickest goal in SPL history, and one of the most embarrassing for the goalkeeper had he conceded it. First touch for Stewart. Raised towards the face of Lewis Stevenson. Stuart Dougal taking charge tonight. He sent off 3 different Hibs players last season. A very young Hibernian side taking the field, as Rob mentioned, 8 players under the age of 23. On this side, fielded by John Collins, Boozlin, the elder statesman in the side, he's only 28. This time it's a free kick to Hearts. Played 20 games in his first spell here. Michael Stewart being booed by the Hibernian fans, but getting a warm reception. And those of a Hearts bent. And there was a push at the far post, a free kick to Hibs. Murphy. Fletcher making the run. Both Donaldson and Kerr in the centre. If he can get it across, and Brian Kerr scores! Inside 2 minutes, Hibs strike first at Tynecastle. A defensive error by Karapidis, and Brian Kerr capitalises first blood to Hibernian.
With this goal is all about the movement of Stephen Fletcher into the left-hand channel. The ball's almost running out of play and he hooks it into the box. Very poor defending by Karapidis and a great finish by Brian Kerr. Gets in between the two defenders and just hits the target.
Miss kick from Karapidis and Brian Kerr there to capitalise, and what a start. Brian Kerr on his debut, an instant hero amongst the Hibernian fans. Jones with the clearance. And here is Karapidis, but